It's 2-0, and we apologize for the internet issues that we're having here at Cabaniss Field. So it looks like we're squared away. It's 2-0, top of the first. A runner on first is Andrea Martinez. Digging in is Sadie Flores. So in case you're just tuning in and missed it, Hannah Griffith led off with a walk, later scored. Alina Cruz laid down a bunt, a throwing error over the first baseman's head, scored Hannah Griffith. Then Andrea Martinez came to the plate, base hit the other way, scored a run, and just like that, it's 2-0. Bishop with the lead, a ball and 2 strikes. Martinez slides over to second. We had ran a test earlier, and the internet was good, and
yeah, it happens. And you know what? Just on the game, Bishop is capitalizing on errors. Errors are happening, and Bishop are capitalizing. That's the key right here in these situations.
Let's get the starting lineup. Hannah Griffith in the leadoff spot. Alina Cruz batting second. Called strike 3. Strikeout number 1. Sadie Flores goes down looking. Andrea Martinez in the third spot. Sadie Flores, who just struck out, is batting fourth. Batting fifth is Kiara Cruz. Batting sixth, and the designated player is Evelyn Valadez. Batting seventh, Emily Taylor. And the eighth spot is Mia Tamez, and batting ninth is Maddie Pena. So 1 down in the inning and a 2-0 Bishop lead. Picture perfect start, Chris, for Bishop.
Yes. And that's what they needed. We told you that self-confidence, and like Coach told us in the beginning, they're a little more calm, more lax, and they're showing it. It's showing right now.
It's a huge way to get this one going for Bishop. Let's meet the starting outfield for Santa Gertrudis. Alana Benitez is patrolling center field. Out in right is Emily Tamez, and Deborah Favors is in left field. A swing and miss. Cruz went 0 for 3 last night in game 1 and a 4-3 SGA win. Here's the 1-1, spins it home, lays down the bunt, but it's fouled.
She's down on the count right here, Kevin, but she's got to just put the ball in play, make something happen. That's what happened earlier, hence why the errors occurred, and like I said, Badgers are just capitalizing on that.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Shoots this one the other way. Up the middle, Jackie Garza is the shortstop. Adriana Mireles is playing second base. Kayla Ramirez calling the balls and strikes. Katie Benitez is at first. Trinity Salguero at third. Jackie Salinas in the circle.
Once again, errors occurring, pass balls, runners are advancing, and again, the Badgers are capitalizing.
And see, yesterday we felt that it was SGA who came out, like you said, with a Canelo left hook.
Yes.
Tonight, it's Bishop pass ball. This could score a run. No one's covering home. Chris, that is about as uncharacteristic as you see.
Yeah, I think the Lions' Den has been rattled. The Badgers have gone in there and shook that den. And Coach is going to call a timeout and talk to his girls.
Go back and look at the replay, Chris. This is a routine play for a veteran pitcher. I think she just fell asleep at the wheel. Didn't know that there was a runner on third. No one covered home.
I think just like you're referring back to the Canelo hit, they just got shocked right now. And Bishop, the fans are getting into it right now in front of us, and SGA is stunned. It's a stunner right now. Still early in the game, though, Kevin.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yesterday was 12 rounds, took it into the 7th, and it came down to a 2-strike, 2-out hit the other way that
Exactly.
kept this ball game, that secured the win for SGA. But
Correct.
These are why these teams are here, though.
Exactly your point. To your point, feeding off that, 2 well-balanced teams from hitting to defense and pitching. The key to all of it, the pitching. And so it's battle of the heavyweights, and let's see what happens.
So what's the conversation in the circle with De Los Santos?
I think basically just calm down. We are here for a reason. Let's stay within ourselves, and let's just play SGA ball. And I think that's what Coach probably told the staff right there in the circle.
1 down in the inning. Kiara Cruz at the plate. Evelyn Valadez in the on-deck circle. Screwball misses away, ball 4.
Badger fans going wild. You can hear that right here in our mic, which is pretty cool that you get the effect now that we're a little lax on the COVID protocol.
Evelyn Valadez 1 for 2 in game 1. Of course, Valadez, the game 1 hero in the walk-off in their first meeting. She came through with a clutch 2-out hit yesterday to tie up the game. But we saw Carissa de los Santos in the circle last night, game 2. No surprise, they're going to Jackie, who's a power pitcher, Chris, low 60s, rise, drop, change, and a screw. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of pitches, but the Badgers are hitting right now and putting the ball in play. There's a lot of mishaps like that.
I know it's early, but De Los Santos is the DP tonight. We'll see how long a leash.
Yeah, exactly.
SGA gives Jackie. Jackie went 2 1/3 in their first meeting back in the district play.
Yeah.
So how much of effect does that have in the psyche between the ears, knowing that Bishop chased her after only 2 1/3?
Yeah, it's huge. Big mental game. It's huge. Look at that.
One thing we saw yesterday was that SGA did it from the get-go. They battled. They worked the pitchers deep into counts. I think Bishop's doing a little bit of that here the first go-around. They were chasing yesterday that first time through.
Correct.
The 1-2 swing and miss on the rise. Second strikeout of the inning for Salinas, and that's a big strikeout for SGA with 2 away.
Yes. And we just talked about that here before the game. You got to try to lay off that rise ball, which is very difficult, especially with 2 strikes, because this young lady throws it very well. Very, very well. So it's going to be a battle here.
Emily Taylor digs in, batting 7th batter to come to the plate. Taylor went 2 for 3 last night. She had a heck of a game at the plate. And an RBI opportunity here for Taylor with Kiara Cruz on second.
You know, Kevin, it's like the game is intense and the game on the field, but it's also a game in the stands. Fans versus fans is pretty cool. A lot of spirit up in this place.
Yeah, that was the best thing we saw yesterday was that the fans, like I said, they just flooded right in, and it was so loud. We were down there on the bottom. Fouls that one off. It was so loud, it felt like it was normal again. Like,
yeah.
And I talked to Emily Tamez after the game. She said, you know, it kind of rattled us a little bit because we're like, we hadn't seen that all year.
Yes.
But we took it in, we embraced it, and it was good to see is what she said. Popped up to the right side, giving chase and foul grounds. Unable to make the catch, but Salinas is ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. So again, we apologize for the internet. Chris ran right behind us into the press box, plugged some buttons in, pushed some, whatever he did.
Whatever we had to do just to make it go for the fans out there in the virtual world. That's awesome.
Here's the 0-2, Rise, she lays off.
You know, Kevin, on that foul ball right now, the wind is pretty aggressive right now, and it probably threw off that first baseman and trying to make that catch in the foul ball territory.
Try it again. Called strike 3, got her looking, catches the inside part of the plate. And as unusual as it is, Salinas strikes out the side, but gives up 3. Midway through the first, 3-0, Bishop leads here in Game 2. You're watching Real Sports Live.
And would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown. Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the first. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Lady Lions. In the leadoff spot is Alana Benitez, batting second, Trinity Salguero. Batting third in the DP is Garza de los Santos. Batting fourth, the cleanup is Jackie Garza. In the 5-hole is Adriana Mireles. Batting sixth, Jackie Salinas. Batting seventh, Kayla Ramirez. In the 8-hole is Emily Tamez. Batting ninth, Deborah Favors. And that is the starting lineup for Coach Tomas de los Santos' SGA Lions, looking to punch their ticket to the state tournament. Alana Benitez, Chris, she went yard twice last night. Here's the first pitch, swing and a miss. 4 strike 1, and away we go in the bottom half of the first.
He was aggressive after that one right there, Kevin.
Here's the 0-1. Ball and a strike. One ball, one strike. Andrea Martinez back in the circle for Bishop. Just misses, ball 2.
Very close from where we're at up here from being called, but we ain't the Blues. We just like to commentate here, play-by-play action.
Here's the 2-1. That one misses just above the letters. Oh, they're going to call it a strike. A little bit of a late call there, but Bishop's going to take it. It's 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Martinez spins it home, goes to the screw. Hard hit ball back deep at the wall at the track. Making the catch is Maddie Pena for out number 1, Chris.
Wow. Great hit, great catch. I'm saying at least a good 8 to 10 feet for it going over. You can see that in the replay right there. Look at that.
Right at the warning track, and Bishop fans kind of taking a deep breath.
Yes.
They saw Benitez go yard twice.
Great concentration out there in left field.
Oh, there's one away. First pitch, ball 1 to Trinity Salguero.
That one just off the plate right there, Kevin.
Now Martinez sets. Ball and a strike. In the outfield, Savannah Barrientos is patrolling right field. Alina Cruz in center. Maddie Pena is out in left. Pitch misses, 2 balls and a strike. Salguero 0 for 3 in game 1. Up the middle defensively, Emily Taylor is the second baseman. Hannah Griffith is the shortstop. Here's the 2-1. Mia Tamez is at first. Sadie Flores is at third. Kiera Cruz behind the plate. And again, Martinez towing the rubber.
You know that 3-1, it is a hitter's count right here. So let's see what Martinez throws right here in this situation.
3-1, spins it home.
Yeah, What a delay on that strike right there, Kevin. At the fans, I think we're going to go and jump this net and tell that umpire there, but he called it. Just a little delay on there.
Might have to get used to that. Here's a 3-2 payoff pitch. Popped up to the left side. Flores says she has it. 2 away. Carissa de los Santos digs in, the senior, future Tamuk product. She's the DP tonight. These are the matchups you pay to see as a fan.
Exactly. Uh-oh.
Deep ball. This one's back at the wall. See you later. De los Santos puts SGA on the board. Touch 'em all. She'll take the tour.
Yeah, that's an aggressive approach. It looked like a fastball inside. Maybe Mr. Spot. And De Los Santos takes full advantage and goes yard.
Right at the top of the wall in left center. All of a sudden, SGA, they went down 1-2. De Los Santos, the senior, comes through with a clutch 2-out solo shot. Jackie Garza now digs in.
Like I say when I comment all the time, the pitcher is a mental game 100%. So let's see how Martinez reacts after that, giving up that solo shot.
Martinez deals inside. I think it's 1-1. There we go. Count is 1-1. Missed on that first pitch. That's 2-0.
Yes, he didn't call that first one. It was a ball.
Correction there. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0. Off speed finds the zone for strike 1. The 2-1 pitch. Paints the corner for strike 2.
You know, that's all Bishop has to do is remain calm. They still have 2 outs. They're up by 2 still. And on the contrary, SGA just got to take 1 run at a time, and that's what they're doing also.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. You called it. That's a big way to answer back.
Yes.
We head to the second. De Los Santos puts SGA on the board. 3-1. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
And he throws it down.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Top of the second. Kevin Narro, Chris Vasquez. We saw SGA answer back. I think they needed that one.
Yeah, that's a little boost in the confidence for the team morale. They did go down quickly on a couple of errors, like we said earlier, where the Badgers capitalized. And now SGA responds with 1 run of their own. But let's see how Bishop comes back right here in the top of the second.
8-9-1, the order due up. Mia Tamez to lead it off for Bishop, top of the second. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We'll give you a shout out on the air here in game 2 of the Class 3A Region 4 final. You got some shout outs?
I'm going to check on, you're on YouTube. I'll get on the Facebook.
I'm on Facebook here.
Okay.
Ground ball to the shortstop, Garza. Picks it over to first. 2 pitches, and there's 1 away. Tamez retired in 2 pitches on a 6-3 putout. Matty Pena, the starting left fielder, digs in. That one's in tight. Ball 1. If there is a game 3 tomorrow, it'll be at 1 o'clock, not at 5.
Correct.
And both these coaches in agreement to flip for who's going to be the home team after tonight's game if necessary.
Got almost 500 viewers on YouTube almost. So if you want to give a shout out or who you're rooting for right there, you can put it on the comments and we'll give you a shout out as well. And where you're viewing from.
It's always fun to see just where people are tuning in from. Sometimes it's down the street, sometimes it's across the state, even across the country.
Correct. I've had some viewing in from Hawaii, which is pretty cool.
We've had some overseas as well. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away to the batter, Matty Pena. Hannah Griffith in the on-deck circle. Popped up. This one's back and off the netting, but it'll be strike 2. In case you're just tuning in, Alana Benitez is the center fielder. Deborah Favors is out in left. Emily Tamez is patrolling right field. Here's the 2-2. Jammed her up down the third base line and a foul ball.
Foul ball was called. You're absolutely right there, Kevin.
Yeah,
foul ball was called.
That was close.
That was very close.
Tito Moreno thought that was a fair ball. Trinity Salgado at third. Katie Benitez at first.
Well, over here in YouTube real quick, watching from the Rio Grande Valley, from Zapata, Texas, San Antonio, from Bernie, from Georgia. Pretty cool. We got an array of people all over the place.
Here's the 2-2. High and tight, ball 3. Zapata, the Lady Hawks, they always have a strong softball program. They just missed the playoffs, lost in a play-in game to Alice earlier this year. High pop-up, Ramirez calling it off, and it falls on the turf. Infield single, no one covering second. She's going to take second. What's the call, Chris?
Well, she did a tremendous job of not touching it. Ball rolls foul, and, I mean, that's a heads up by the little junior Special K there, the catcher.
I took my eyes off the ball. When I saw it land fair, I took my eyes off and kept my eye on the runner who was going to second.
Yes.
But that is a savvy play. Let it bounce foul and then two away and a strange play to just let that one bounce. See?
Yeah. Oh, and it had a little top spin backwards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are one of those plays. Either you're going to let it happen and see if it goes foul, or it may just die right there or roll forward the other way. So
it was a risk, but it paid off. Just 2 away.
Yes.
Because Ramirez just let that one bounce. She was hoping that it would bounce and go foul, like you said, and what ended up happening. I don't know. I'm more comfortable with just making the play.
Man, High Real Sports from Hobbs, New Mexico. Go Lions. From Round Rock, Texas, from Weslaco, Falfurias. San Antonio, that's good.
Here's the 2-0. That's in there for strike 1. How big would this be for Jackie Salinas to go 1, 2, 3?
I mean, it's absolutely huge right here for her morale and the team morale. So here she goes right here. Let's see what happens.
That one's going to be a little Texas leaguer. Taking second. How about the hustle from Hannah Griffith?
Great heads up. Amazing heads up. I think she put it in high gear once she touched first. She knew she was going to second. She had nothing in her mindset that I'm putting on the brakes and going back to first. I'm going to second all the way.
I mean, that is just a sheer hustle play from the shortstop Griffith, who I had penciled in as a single. She stretches that into a double.
Yes.
Ball 1 to Alina Cruz. Sliding to first, they get the play on a bang-bang play. No runs, 1 hit, and the man left on midway through the second. Bishop 3, SGA 1. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, what we needed to do, the requirements, and helped us go through the application process.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
Bottom of the second. 5, 6, 7. The order due up for Santa Gertrudis.
Hey, Kevin, let me ask you something. What are your thoughts, or what do you think the coach's thoughts are on what Cruz did on that last attempt, running down to first and then head first slide to first? What are your thoughts on that?
I was taught not to slide into first, but if you have speed and if you see it's going to be a close play, go ahead.
Go for it.
I've done it once or twice, but the cardinal rule is to not do it.
Right.
Don't slide into first. So I think Coach Moreno's going to have a chat with her.
Yeah.
Every person in this lineup is extremely valuable.
Correct.
And with 2 outs, you don't want to lose anybody to an injury.
Yeah. You have separated shoulder, broken fingers. I mean, several aspects of it. Yeah, you're right.
Right. It's a cardinal rule, but heat of the moment, you're trying to make something happen.
Correct. Let's see how SGA responds here.
Ball 1 to Ariana Mireles. First time up, Mireles went 1 for 2 in game 1. The 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball 2. So a lot cooler temperatures, more cloud cover here this evening.
Let's see how it's going to be with the mosquitoes here.
Just got a piece of it into the glove. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, the mosquitoes were an issue as soon as SGA got picked by Griffith on a hop. The throw, the pick, unable to corral it in. Heading to second is Mireles. Score that in E3. Or an infield single. What would you score that?
You know, I think that's going to probably go on an error.
I think an E3.
Yeah, and, first of all, caught the shortstop on her heels.
Right.
And she tried overthrowing it and just throws me off the bag. You know, in those rules, it's just get off the bag, stop the ball from occurring, from making the runner go on to second. But it's hard. You're trying to make the out too, you know. Tough decision, tough choice.
Jackie Salinas, first pitch swinging for strike one. Well, the leadoff runner is on. And you're right, this was going to be a big inning to see how SGA responds, trying to feed off of Salinas in the circle. And we'll see how Andrea responds as well after giving up that solo shot.
Yeah.
Pitcher versus pitcher.
Yeah.
Salinas went 0 for 2 last night. Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3.
She looked like a graffiti artist painting that corner right there. You know, very nice pitch. Jackie was in disbelief, not really in agreement with the call looking back.
And there's one away. Caleb Ramirez digs in. Strike one. Kiera Cruz is going to call time, the starting catcher. Yeah, she might be doing some equipment check.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-1 game. Runner on second. Caleb Ramirez is at the plate. You got to talk to Special K
Yes.
before the game.
Yeah, she's an exciting little kid, great student athlete, great set of parents. I mean, like all the student athletes here are, but, you know, we have a rapport with her, played a lot of travel ball with her when my daughter was young, and her is the same. So just always great to talk to these girls again and see how they're doing. And look, Special K is doing a tremendous job. Look what she did last time on the defensive side.
Yep. Cruz comes back behind the plate. The 0-1. So why the name Special K?
So when she was younger, she was pretty little, and parents were always saying, hey, you know, I know she's little, she's going to grow up. I said, well, she's like that cereal, Special K. I was that coach that would always give the nicknames to the girls, and it just stuck with them. You know, just like we did with the Carroll girls and girls at Ray and so on and so forth, and at Vets too. You know, it's just been fun. A lot of love for these girls.
Here's a 2-1 from Martinez. Check swing, she went around. They're gonna check, she did. 2-2. Rianne Avalos was the one that stuck out for me, R squared.
R squared, that's right.
That one stuck out to me, that was a good one. The 2-2.
And the reason behind her is when she was little, they said, let's go Ray. And I said, you know, as a coach, you're tired of saying that name. So let's go R squared. Brought in the simple math facts to name her.
2-2 pitch, fouled back. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. And they're gonna check her swing. Didn't go. Ball 4.
You know, I know we didn't have the camera on that umpire, but when they check with that umpire, he stands up like in ball up mode, and he either gonna say strike or no swing. That's pretty cool. I like that umpire's intensity.
Julia Guerrero is going to be the courtesy runner in for the catcher, Ramirez. first and second with one away. Again, an aggressive approach here from SGA. And Martinez is getting ahead in the counts, whether it's a called strike or a foul ball.
Yeah.
Oh, and 2. Emily Tamez chased on the rise. Tamez was game 1's hero last night. I mean, it was so impressive with that at-bat from Tamez.
Yes.
Battled with 2 strikes, took so many calls that were close to the zone. Some hard takes as a hitter.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it was. Let's see what she does with 0-2.
Just off the plate away, and what was more impressive was her going the other way with it.
Exactly.
2 strikes. All signs of a good hitter.
Exactly.
Griffith picks it, flips it over to third to get the force play, 2 away. It's going to stay first and second.
That's a big out right there, getting the lead runner first and foremost. And the shortstop, you know, shaking off that previous throwing error that she threw to first. I know he was still in the first baseman error, but still, it was on her heels. Shakes it off and gets the force out there at third. That's huge.
Two outs, Deborah Favors steps in, batting 9th in the SGA order. Strike 1. The 0-1, sliced foul.
I mean, it's so intense right here in the crowd. You know, they respect each other, obviously both squads, but just have the intensity. It's amazing having these fans here. I just can't get over that. I got to keep saying that.
Martinez ahead in the count, the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Martinez gets to strike out. SGA strands 2. We head to the third. Bishop leads 3-1. You're watching Real Sports Live.
See you later, touchdown. How you doing? My name is Alan Stewart. I'm a master captain for the United States Merchant Marines. I have a business called Stewart Training Center. What I do is I teach people how to get their captain's license. I'm located in Bayview, Texas, and the number is 956-639-8697.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are Los Fresnos Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Welcome back. Getting set for the top of the third inning. 3, 4, 5, middle of the order due up. Andrea Martinez to lead it off. Strike 1.
Pitcher versus pitcher right here in this situation. See what happens here for Martinez.
In tight, ball 1. Martinez, Flores, Cruz due up. Did Martinez hold off? She did. 2 balls and a strike. Two and two.
Ball 3 right there.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4, the leadoff runner is on.
And you can see that leadership right there as Martinez looks over at the dugout, claps her hands, and says, let's go, girls, let's go. We got this, you know. And that's what a leader does for the team.
Yeah, she did that on more than one occasion last night, just trying to fire up the troops.
Yes.
Trying to grab a number on the courtesy runner. Meanwhile, Sadie Flores digs in. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Swinging on the first pitch, fouls it back.
You know, you got to be aggressive, but you want to make sure it's something that's really hittable that you can put the full barrel on and make good hard contact. So see how she can respond right here going down 0-1.
Again, fouls that one back.
And that little girl got hit on the head over there.
Yeah, hopefully she's all right.
Yeah, she's all right. Looks like it.
Yeah, she's good.
I think she just put her head down to avoid it.
Ashlyn Scott, the courtesy runner, in at first. Chase that one. It's a pop-up. There to make the catch for out number 1. Deborah Favors. Flores is retired. Kara Cruz digs in, drew a walk in her first trip to the plate.
See what Cruz can do right here for her Badgers right here at this at-bat.
Fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Bishop trying to turn to the small ball.
See if they do that again right here with 1 out and runner on first, of course. See if they do a small ball again.
Here's the 0-1. Wild pitch to the backstop. Throw down to second. Oh, that was close.
Special K stuck with that one. That ball bounced off the wall right back to her, and she shoots it down to first, making it a really close play.
Got a slide there. After Ashlyn Scott. She puts herself in scoring position with 1 away. Upstairs, ball 2.
Well, Cruz still does her job, lays off that pitch, the runner moves on over to second, and she's still batting.
Still trying to lay down the bunt and does. Salinas over to first. It's a lazy throw. 1 run will score. Cruz goes down to second.
That, again, what you said, the word, uncharacteristic of SGA. You know, I think just mentally right now, you know, a little deflated right there. She's got to bounce back as a pitcher, like I said earlier. A pitcher is all pretty much 95% mental of the game, and she's got to just settle down and stay in her zone and just pitch.
Evelyn Valadez now digs in. Another rally for the Lady Badgers. They add one more. It's 4-1. Low and in, ball one. 4 errors charged to SGA. To left field, Favors is there, 2 away. It's a good bounce back pitch right there from Salinas. Emily Taylor comes to the plate.
One of our viewers sends me a message, says, utilize the word inadvertently. So that's for Mr. Duran out there, watching out there on virtual world.
Emily Taylor, 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
And look at that right there, Kevin. It's 2 hits to 1 in favor of Bishop and 4 to 1 in errors. The SGA has those 4 errors, and that's just huge.
Upstairs, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Misses for ball 2. Two-0 pitch.
Wow.
Makes the catch for out number 3. Midway through the third, Bishop gets one back. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the game. We're here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. SGA's up to bat. Strike one call in the outside corner. Top of the order right here, Alana Benitez. It's off the end of the bat and caught by the second baseman right there. Taylor for out number 1. Kevin stepped away real quick. Be right back shortly to join the broadcast. So I'm the host of the man with the plan, Chris V, taking over right quick for the play-by-play. Now batting Trinity Salguero. That's going to hit her. It's hit by pitch. Well, let's see. Wait a minute. Umpire is saying this is a foul ball. It hit the knob of the bat, so it is a foul ball. Takes that strike 2 on the outside corner. Andrea Martinez pitching a gem thus far. The only one hit of the game, giving up to Carissa's home run. And Carissa is on deck. Still no balls, 2 strikes right here to Trinity. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Just a bit outside right there. Trinity lays off that one with 2 strikes. Puts that in play. To the third. Shoots it to first. For out number 2. Now let's see how they pitched to her right here. She did attack the first pitch and took it over left center right of that crease where it starts increasing up to the 210 mark area and get higher in the fence. And they'll go paint the corner right there. Graffiti style and paint it on the outside corner for strike number 1. Misses, goes ball 1. Evens it up at 1-1. Carissa gets into this one, hits it to right field, and it may be a Texas Nigger. Falls in between the second baseman and the right fielder for a little single. Carissa remains 2 for 2 now. So with Carissa on over at first, that brings up number 4, Jackie Garza, the shortstop. Big cut right there, swing and a miss for strike 1. Jackie gets in this one. This one's going to go foul back into the stands. And I think it looks like that gentleman dropped his popcorn trying to catch that softball. Or maybe it was a beverage. I'm not too sure. Now down, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Carissa at first. Jackie in the box. That one's in the turf. Carissa takes off the second. And we'll make it. One ball, 2 strikes, runner in scoring position for Jackie. Gets into this one, hits it to left field. Jackie is going to get an RBI single, double, that is. And she'll trade spots. With Carissa and get a double, an RBI double, that is. So let's see if we can see that on instant replay right here. You'll see right here the hit, and you'll see her come on in. And there's the RBI double. So now the Lions Den has been awoken. They get a run on the board. They've cut the lead now in half, 4-2.
Thank you, Chris. Ball one. What'd I miss?
Well, with 2 outs, you had Carissa get a little Texas leaguer to right field, get a little single. So she remains 2 for 2. And then on a pass ball, gets on over to second, and then Jackie hits the RBI double. Ball.
So that lead is cut in half. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. A runner on second is Garza. Adriana Mireles at the plate. She's reached on an error. Right now, what's that conversation? Just we got 2 outs, we have a lead.
Girls, we're okay. We still got the lead. Calm down. Martinez, we got you. Keep pitching, keep throwing. We're going to play hard for you. That's the discussion you have to have as a team. So that's what you do, telling your leader, we got your back. So let's see how she responds right here there, Kevin.
Misses high, ball 3.
And the Lions Den has been awoken. I think they were poking the lion there, and the fans are getting into it more in response to a 3-0 count.
Here's the 3-0. Ball 4.
Now there's some real pressure right here, Kevin. What do you think you're going to do right here as a coach for the Bishop Badgers? Do you want to go talk to your girl yet, or you want to let her try to work her way out of this?
I wouldn't go out and talk to her just yet. Right now she's having a chat with her infielders, Emily Taylor, and she's been here, she's done that before. She's really just 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. So
right.
Again, I think that's what the conversation is. And what it's going to be right now in the circle is, hey, let's just get a ball on the ground. Let's get an out. We're 1 pitch away. Letting them know the scenario, because now you're first and second.
Yes. And it reminds me of a saying my Momo used to say, may she rest in peace. She would say, take it easy, take it easy. So I think that's what they need to do, and just do their job.
Chris, we might get a pitching change, and I say that because Precious Salguero is going to be batting for Jackie Salinas in the 6th spot.
Okay.
And there is some action out in the bullpen.
Yeah, you can't really see with that tarp there. You're right, and it probably is her getting ready to rock and roll, come back in and try to shut down the Badgers. But the Badgers only have 2 hits, So Jackie's been doing a tremendous job, so let's see what happens.
All right, here we go. Salguero digs in. Strike 1.
That delayed strike got us right there too, Kevin.
Here's the 0-1. Got a piece of it. 0-2. Big spot. SGA stranded 2 in the 2nd. Now they could potentially strand 3 again here in the 3rd.
Yes.
Does Andrea go at her, or does she get her to chase?
I think she's going to probably go that rise ball. Well, she did a good job staying a little high and away, but batter obviously didn't go for that, right?
1 ball, 2 strikes. To Salguero. Fouls off a tough pitch. From up here, it looks like she's going to the screw.
Yeah.
Because of her.
Yes, exactly in that movement. You're absolutely right. But, you know, Precious is a really good batter. She's very disciplined. A lot of power. I've seen her take some balls out of the parks before, so that would be huge right here for the SGA at this at-bat.
The 1-2. High pop up. Griffith calling it off. Makes the catch. Bishop wiggles out of the jam again. SGA strands 2. We head to the 4th. You're watching Real Sports Live.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live, and indeed, pitching change. Chris Garza de los Santos has been summoned.
You know, you called it, and I think they're just going to change it up. I know she started yesterday, but she's going to come in, try to shut them down, and see if SGA can get back into this one run at a time. You know, they're doing a great job, chipping away at the lead very slowly, but the Badgers are not letting down. They still have their claws out and trying to get more runs. And that's what you need to do, obviously. More runs, obviously, wins the game.
(8-9-1) the order up for Tito Moreno's ball club. How do you know Moreno? How do you know Moreno?
So with them, with Coach, at Kingsville, Javelinas. Once a hog, always a hog.
First pitch swinging, fouls it back, strike 1.
Nice little grab in the stands over there by one of the fans, one of the maybe football players for the Badgers.
No balls and a strike. The 0-1 jammed her up. Garza makes the catch, 1 away. So Jackie Salinas went 2 1/3 in their first matchup back in district play. She goes 3 innings this time, but also 4 errors.
That's big time, you know. And not just an error, but with the Badgers capitalizing and getting runs off them. Wow. There we go again with a graffiti artist coming out and painting the corner, man. It's so crazy. You know how they did that, and Martinez did it early too, so he's been pretty consistent.
Blew it by her for strike 2. That's off the plate away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coming into this series, De Los Santos had 140 strikeouts and a 1.81 ERA.
Wow.
And a 15-0 record with 92 1/3 innings pitched.
Tremendous stats.
Backhanded by Garza, throw not in time. Infield single.
Yes. Put the ball in play, make things happen, and that's exactly what our baseball coach used to tell us in high school. Hit the ball hard somewhere, and that's exactly what goes right there. Gets an infield single.
Did you know that they kept the whip stat in softball? They keep track of that stat in softball.
Wow.
Or at least SGA does. I had no idea.
I hope they pay that statistician a lot, because that's a lot of numbers to keep up with.
It's a lot of numbers. It's really impressive. But De Los Santos' whip is 1.018.
Wow.
And that's pretty darn good because when you look at it, when you're looking at a softball, the average is 1.30. Above average is 1.20. And the really good is 1.10. And then the really, really good is 1. And she's at
the elite.
The elite. She's right there. She's in Cy Young category.
Well, that's why a young lady's going to A&M Kingsville, so. Special K right there trying to assist by getting that ball and bringing it right back in. Blue is not full.
Walks plus hits per innings pitched. For those that, well, what's a whip?
Yeah.
There, that's what that is. Catches a strike zone, 3 balls and a strike, and it's a newly added stat. It's a baseball and a softball, but it's just a way to measure pitchers keeping runners off the base paths is really what it is. 3-1, swing and a miss.
And she battles back. You know, this girl shows, I don't really see a lot of emotion in her if they hit the ball hard off her, if she, walks somebody. She's just the same demeanor, and that's huge as a pitcher.
3-2, high pop-up. Ramirez giving chase, makes the catch.
Man.
That's hard.
Special K sticks with that one, but you know what, Kevin? I thought her hair is so long she might step on that chongo. Might have tripped on that. But, there she is, like, messing with her back. But she did an acrobatic catch. She bent over backwards pretty much for that. Kudos to SGA right there and Special K.
That's a big out, number 2, because now the lineup is going to get flipped to the top of the order. First pitch swinging is Griffith. Favors, ranging to her left, makes the catch. De Los Santos strands 1 runner on an infield single midway through the 4th. Bishop 4, SGA 2. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
And he throws it down.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. They're playing Thriller in the month of May.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, right?
At least they're changing up the music a little bit than they did during the season.
Drops in there for strike 1. Cal Allen
what
is
a delayed strike right there, Kevin.
Oh, we've been getting it all night.
Yeah.
7-8-9, Kayla Ramirez in the box and in the leadoff spot. Misses a ball and a strike. Cal Allen's up 6-1 right now after 6 against Bernie. Game 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. How good is Cal Allen playing?
I mean, they're just true legit all-around defense, pitching. hitting. I mean, they make things happen, and they capitalize on a lot of. You cannot make errors on that team, against that team.
The 1-2 popped up right side. One away. I felt that they were the most complete team.
Yes.
Top to bottom, and I think Cal Allen is deep, just about at every, too deep at every position.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and so, I mean, the way they're playing, it looks like they're going to go to the state tournament again. And maybe last year they would have gone also.
Which they feel they should have.
Yes.
They felt they should have.
It would have been back-to-back and potentially back right now this season.
2 out of 3 is not bad.
Yes.
Considering we didn't have a 2020 season.
You're right.
Emily Tamez, ball 1. You know, what's impressive is that when Teresa Lentz will put forward in the circle, she'll have Tennell at short. She has some flex options on the corners.
Right.
Megan Geyer, who's having a tremendous freshman year, can plug in and play third. Alamares can play the corners. Lily Hernandez, who's a freshman, can play first. And then Lauren Mata is as good as they come.
Yeah, another Kingsville commit right there, you know, and so great catcher, great hitter. I mean, just all around great team. They have a great team. Team chemistry is the huge part of that, and that's huge over there in Cal Allen.
Here's the 1-2, popped up. On the run, did they make the catch? They did.
That's a little dangerous. You gotta, you know, as an outfielder, you gotta communicate. Center fielder has to take the lead. They're the one that has the lead. They're the captain out there, and that was a dangerous play. But hey, what a catch! She stuck with it.
Cruz made the catch. Chris, did you see last week what Los Fresno's Teresa Vila did here?
No.
In center field.
I didn't get to see her play.
Oh man! Well, there's a couple highlights posted on our Instagram and on our Facebook. She was flying in center. She made some ridiculous catches, and last night we saw Griffith make plays. We saw Benitez make plays. There were so many different plays that were these girls were just robbing hitters of hits. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's great to see, like even at that college level, and I can't recall her name, that LSU center fielder where she dives and just lets girls know, hey, we can play just as good as the boys can too in softball as they do in baseball.
Cruz officially made that catch. 2 away. Strike 1. Taylor Reyes will grab a bat. She's in the box, batting in the 9th spot for Favors.
Man, that one just missed right there, Kevin.
That one just missed off the plate, like Chris mentioned.
8-0.
Los Fresnos, the Falcons lead
Round Rock.
Lead Round Rock right here behind us at Cabaniss. That's a 1-game playoff. The Falcons, Chris, that's the first time they're in the Sweet 16 as a program.
That's awesome. Kudos to the coaching staff and to their fans coming up here to Corpus Christi here in our backyard.
Here's the 2-1. Drops in, but a little high.
That's a tough one to lay off. I mean, I know back in my day, I'd be swinging at that probably twice and missing both times, you know?
3 balls and a strike. You don't want to flip this lineup over to Alana Benitez. Swing and a miss, strike 2. If Reyes can get on, Benitez would represent the tying run at the plate here in the 4th. A 3-2, swing and a miss. Andrea Martinez pulls the string and gets the strikeout. We head to the 5th. 2-run lead for Bishop here in Game 2. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, what we needed to do, the requirements, and helped us go through the application process.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
How you doing? My name is Alan Stewart. I'm a master captain for the United States Merchant Marines. I have a business called Stewart Training Center. What I do is I teach people how to get their captain's license. I'm located in Bayview, Texas, and the number is 956-639-8697.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Welcome back. Andrea Martinez to lead it off. 3, 4, 5, heart of the order up for Bishop. Away for ball 1. De Los Santos back in the circle. High pop up. Ramirez again makes the catch. 1 away.
Didn't quite see what that pitch was. I was responding to a comment, but it looked like she hit that bottom half of the ball, popping it straight up and giving Special K that catch.
Strike 1.
And that was a big out getting Martinez right there, of course. But you got Sadie Flores right behind her. Look what the umpire is doing right here. Umpire saying she moved her knee forward there, Kevin.
Sadie Flores, the batter.
Now, I mean, you could look at it one or two ways. She was just squatting down to get out of the way, but umpire says she moved her knee forward to take the hit. I'm not too sure on the call. I don't umpire no more. You know?
It'll be an interesting call.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard for the base umpire to make the decision. He's the one that's the closest seeing that. So unless they saw something that we didn't see. Yep.
They're going to say she leaned into it.
You know, they say she leaned into it, and the fans are reacting on both sides. SGA, of course, cheering, and Bishop booing.
Now Flores went down. Let's hope she's okay, Chris.
Yes. Safety of the kids is first and foremost.
Injury timeout. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Down. See you later, touchdown.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are Los Fresno Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Flores is okay. She was able to walk off the field under her own power. Let's hope she's okay. She's the starting third baseman. Kiera Cruz digs in, drew a walk, reached on an error. She's been on base both times here tonight. Strike one. Misses, a ball and a strike. Fouls that one off, 1-2.
Cruz trying to spark something here with 2 outs.
That's off the plate away, but that's wicked.
What a yo-yo right there. Talk about pulling the string. Oh my gosh.
The 2-2. Play over to first. 5-3 put out. Midway through the 5th. Halfway home. Badgers lead by 2. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live, bottom of the 5th. Kevin Narro, Chris Vasquez, Class 3A, Region 4 final. Game 2 of this best of 3.
I'm just going to say, Kevin, it's just crazy how they're going to do to compete against each other and then the winner going to state. It's just awesome. It's awesome to be here. Appreciate you letting me come call play-by-play here.
Absolutely, and it's a shame that one of these teams has to go home. They're both so good.
Exactly.
And I was telling Moreno before yesterday's game was that you guys don't like to look ahead, and we get that, but we can have fun and draw it out and map it out.
Yeah.
And once we saw where we were at, what we were looking at, we all circled the potential rematch in the region final, and here we are.
Look at that. Here you are.
The stars have aligned. First pitch swinging is Benitez, giving chase. Just foul down the right field line.
I mean, that's like maybe a half a foot to a foot. Maybe I couldn't really tell. I wasn't really good at measurements, but that was close down that right field line. Good hustle there by the defense.
Yeah, Barrientos gave it a good run. So did Taylor. 200 straight away, left and center. 210.
And the wind blows out pretty good right here. You can see them flags moving around.
Here's the 0-1. And last night, Martinez missed on her locations. 2 of them were to Benitez, and like I was telling you before the game, that it was just a little up. I was like, elevate to celebrate.
Yes. I like that.
Sharply hit ball. Griffith over to first. Out at first, and a 6-3 put out.
What a play, Kevin. That's a big old da-da-da, da-da-da right there. Let's see that. Look at this.
Hannah Griffith, she's been doing this all series long.
Look at that stretch over there by Tamez at first to help out her shortstop on the amazing play. And you know, again, you saw the umpire and the special effects make it even more entertaining, right?
Hannah Griffith unleashing her Sis Bates. Her inner Sis Bates. That's in there for strike one. College World Series is going on too.
Hell yeah.
I just missed the Super started last night.
Oh, okay.
Just last night the Super Regional started.
That's right. That's right.
That's all I did last weekend. I was watching the regionals. Here's the 0-1. It's always fun to have these conversations with these girls. And who's your favorite team? Who do you look up to? And 80% of them are OU fans these days.
Oh, yeah. I mean, outstanding team right there.
Washington's always in the mix. UCLA.
Texas is in there right now. That's pretty crazy, too. That's awesome.
The 1-1 ground ball again. Griffith slips to first. What a throw deep in the hole. Hannah Griffith, a human highlight reel here in the 5th.
Griffith going off a little bit of MJ right there, doing a little moonwalk action, inadvertently gets the ball and shoots it at first. I mean, wow. Great defensive plays.
You talk about an offense that can feed off of a defense. That's what, I mean.
And it's that old saying, the defense wins championships. And, you know, both teams have great defensive players on the field.
De Los Santos at the plate, first pitch swinging. Fouled back for strike one. It was a pretty good treat to watch Texas State in the Austin Regional. Delilah Barrera, former Mercedes Lady Tiger.
That's awesome, man.
She got to get a little action in. And we have a couple of JUCO products, Ashley Reyna and Jackie Longoria playing in the D2 Women's College World Series.
Nice.
Jackie Longoria went to our alma mater, Edinburgh North.
Woo.
Yeah, go Cougars. And then Ashley Reyna of Harlingen South.
That's very good that they're represented.
The 0-1 base hit back up the middle.
3 for 3. Seen the ball really well. I mean, she's got a lot of pop from that bat, obviously, but you know, just hitting the ball very hard.
A home run, 2 singles, 2 runs scored for the senior De Los Santos. And now Jackie Garza comes to the plate. She represents the game's tying run.
And capable of getting it out of this field. Lions Den has been woken up once again in the crowd over here to our left.
Fouls this one off. So again, for those that are tuning in and that may have plans to come tomorrow, if needed, the game is at 1. It was originally scheduled for 5, but the game has been moved up to 1 o'clock if needed. The 0-1.
Just lays off that one.
Cruz tried framing that one, but no go. A ball and a strike. Jackie Garza in game 2 went yard twice in the area round against Lyford. So she definitely has some pop in that bat.
Yes.
Here's the 1-1. Martinez spins it home. Catches the corner for strike 2.
Composure, composure, composure as a pitcher. That's what she has to do.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner on. This is De Los Santos. Let's see if she goes to the screw. No, she laid off it. Ball and 2 strikes. So the mosquito issue yesterday was as soon as SGA hopped into the dugout, He was swatting everywhere, trying to get the mosquitoes off of him. And I was like, that was a problem we learned on Wednesday when we came out to site survey. They were everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they were at the.
Looked like little sparrows flying around.
Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A much cooler evening.
Yes.
Here on a Friday night. We were here last week, in fact, when Los Fresnos played Bowie.
Yeah, I was over there doing some baseball over there in the baseball diamond.
The 2-2. Misses ball 3. And Los Fresnos last week in the Sweet 16 won game 1 a week ago tonight.
Wow.
Before dropping games 2 and 3 on Saturday afternoon. Here's the 3-2. Over the outstretched glove into left field. That's going to be a base hit. And would look to be a 1-2-3 inning, and all of a sudden it's a rally for SGA.
Yeah, and it was a great hit. Great attempt by the third baseman to try to make that play right there. That's Flores there at third. But just a tremendous hit. Bounce off the turf and goes right over her glove. But more importantly, the left fielder over there, it's Peña, got it in quickly. Holding Chris at second.
Ardiana Mireles steps in, righty-lefty. Ball 1. Martinez, a little bit of command issues here in the 5th.
Yeah, I think she's got to settle in there. You do still have 2 outs. You still have the lead. Composure, composure, composure.
The 1-0 gets her to chase. Ball and a strike.
And that looks like, is that Precious on deck? I think it's a 13.
Yes.
All right, so with that right there, yeah, good hitter on deck.
The 1-1. Griffith there to make the catch. Martinez gets out of the jam again. 2 more runners strand for SGA.
That's right. That was huge. She kept her composure like we said here in the broadcast. So let's see what happens when the Badgers come up and hit.
We head to the 6th, 2-run lead for Bishop. You're watching Real Sports Live.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Ball 1 to Evelyn Valadez.
Wow. It's fans gone wild right now, Kevin.
Ball and a strike. 6, 7, 8, the order due up. It's really a battle of the flags.
Yeah.
Bishop has their flag boy running up and down the concourse. SGA says, well, anything you can do, we can do better. And that was a little standoff there.
Anything you can do, we can do better. That's
a
right.
A little standoff there.
Yeah.
It's good to see, though. It's good to see.
It's great just to see fans. I keep going back to that. It's awesome.
No, you're right. Valadez with a looper to Garza makes the catch for out number 1. Valadez has been quiet tonight, Chris. She's 0 for 3.
It just takes that one at bat to get back into it and the groove of things, and very possible right here, very doable, of course.
Emily Taylor now comes to the plate. 0 for 9 is a combined 6, 7, 8, 9, bottom half of the order for Bishop. They're going to need to generate something in that bottom half of the order.
Correct. Again, it just always takes that one person to take that bat and make something happen.
Ball and a strike.
Got to help yourself out, not the pitcher in the situations, of course. Seen him in our cameraman over here just in awe. I think his jaw dropped. Go ahead and pick it up there, Kevin. Comes back with that rise ball there, right there, you know.
I showed it on the replay, and that's not the first time we see Garza dropping that drop ball with a curveball.
Yes.
Here's the 2-2. Base hit, left field.
You know, and Favors almost misjudged that one, almost got by her to the fence. That would have been a lot of trouble in that situation, but there it was. The bottom half of the lineup got that one hit, so let's see what happens right here.
This will bring up Mia Tamez 0 for 2.
Well, it looks like the little sparrows are starting to fly around now, a.k.a. the mosquitoes.
Outside, ball 1.
What do you think right here, Kevin? You think they'll make her bunt? I mean, I know it's one out.
That's what I was thinking. Could Moreno maybe turn to some small ball?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, wouldn't be a bad idea.
2 balls, no strikes. Salgado, she was creeping up at third, but now she takes 2 steps back. Ball 3. Right now you're going to get a fastball.
Just missing that outside corner. Definitely, Coach Moreno's probably saying take all the way.
3-1.
Hitters count.
Three, 3-1, slicing the other way. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Chris, I think the bottom half of the order heard me.
Yeah, and it's just that bottom half, like you said. It takes that one to hit, and, you know, she comes up and hit a batter right before, and then Tamez comes right behind her and gets a hit.
So Maddie Pena will come to the plate.
Oh, so that was Taylor that got a hit before Tamez, correct?
Right.
Gotcha.
Taylor and Tamez. Now there's the bunt. Beautifully executed. I like that because now you flip it to the top of the order and you're going to give your leadoff batter an opportunity here.
Exactly. And Trinity did a really well job of sticking with that ball, shooting out her first nice and clean. You know, so that's what you want to do in that situation. But here we go with both runners in scoring position. And you said we're here at the top of the lineup?
Top of the lineup, Griffith digs in. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, strike one.
Now Carissa doing a little WWE Stone Cold Steve Austin style. Just stay nice and smooth and really, you know, cold blood running through that vein right now.
Apologies, it's the top of the 6. The 1-1. Big spot here in the 6th. Bishop can add to their 2-run lead.
See what she can do with 1 ball, 2 strikes. See what Carissa does.
Good eye.
Laid off that nasty movement to the outside. Now here's the old school, shake the deuces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Let's see what happens.
Ramirez tried to frame that one, missing high and away.
And at the end of the day, you know what, I got to hand it to the umpire. He's been very consistent both ways. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. That's important in the games.
Here's the 3-2, the pitch. That one well foul. Heck of an at-bat from Hannah Griffith, who has played a heck of a shortstop here tonight.
Great, great glove work, quick feet. Now let's see what she can do with her bat right here with a full count.
3-2, just got a piece of it.
Brings that song to mind right there. Staying alive, staying alive. Woo, woo. Thank God I don't sing karaoke, Kevin. Yeah.
3-2 on the way. We'll try it again, the pitch. Sharply hit ball off the glove of Garza into left. 1 run will score. Here's the 2nd run. The play at the plate. Safe. 2-run double.
Actually stays as a single. She stayed on over at first. Yeah. I think she was almost caught watching the play going home. But 2 RBIs, Kevin. That is huge for the Bishop Badgers right here in this key situation.
They needed a big hit and got one on a 2-run single from Hannah Griffith. It's 6-2 here in the 6th. With 2 strikes, that was a heck of an at-bat.
Great at-bat, you know. And against a pitcher who is just very commanding in the circle, and to be that poised, that's very good for Griffith.
A ball and a strike, 2 outs to Alina Cruz. The 1-1, jammed her up. De Los Santos is there, makes the catch, but Chris.
He's saying, let me see, the umpire saying it's foul ball. It looked like it ricocheted off the batter.
Oh, good eye.
You know, this umpire, you know, he's been on it. Either that or he went to the eye doctor because he's got some glasses on and he got some brand new glasses. But he's doing a good job behind the plate. I mean, I got to hand it to him, you know.
I didn't catch that. That looked like a pop-up to me.
Yeah, it looked like it came off her face mask.
Fouls it off. Ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
What do you think, Kevin? You think we're going to pull the yo-yo on this pitch?
I would go to it.
Yeah.
She has him off balance already. She's got a pitch she can waste. There it is.
We called it.
Called strike 3. De Los Santos.
Well, the umpire, yeah, he called strike 3. You're right, Kevin. They went for it. We called it.
Let's go back and look at the replay.
Wicked.
My, oh my. Midway through the 6th, 6-2. Bishop leads. You're watching Real Sports Live.
uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarez in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, what we needed to do, the requirements, and helped us go through the application process.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. 6-2. Bishop leads and looking to force a decisive game 3. Narro, Chris Vasquez, Precious Salguero to lead it off. Chris, we talked about that Bishop would need a few more insurance runs. They got it, and with
Correct.
2 outs.
Yeah, they did a good job at the bat, battled off of several pitches, and then were able to, again, put the ball in play. And like you said, the bottom half of the lineup was 0-4, but get back-to-back hits right there and make something happen right there.
6, 7, 8, the order up. That's away for ball 1, and what I think benefits both teams is that if we do go to a game 3, they don't have to play back-to-back.
Right.
Everyone gets to go home, shower, go to bed, wake up, come back, and it's a brand new day, and let's do it all over again.
Yeah. Again, still plenty of game left for SGA, but the Badgers have come out swinging, started early, and now just added to the lead. They're just putting that foot on the throttle and just keep going on the pedal, that is.
Upstairs, ball 3. There's an offense that's designed to put up runs in a hurry. SGA
right.
is absolutely one of those teams.
Martinez needs to get back in his zone and just throw some strikes, let her defense work like they've been working for her already.
Ball 4. 4-pitch walk. It's uncharacteristic to see Martinez walk on 4 straight pitches.
Well, they did have a long at bat in that top 6 inning right there, so maybe her arm got a little cool, but warm it up, see what happens.
Kayla Ramirez digs in. Martinez, there it is, strike 1. The 0-1. Ramirez pops this one up. Griffith calling it off, makes the catch, 1 away.
Very good job by Griffith. She is the captain out there, so if she calls you off, you got to move. That's the shortstops. That's just how it works. So she did a good job. Second baseman moves out of the way, lets her make the play.
Taylor and Griffith up the middle for Bishop. Emily Damez comes to the plate. Flew out to center in the 4th and reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd. Fouled back and out of play.
Last time I was here doing a softball playoff game with London, and rain came down really hard. We had a little lightning delay. But, man, I was looking up, and these gutters are pretty old. A lot of water hit my computer. And
oh, man.
Man, we had to shut down real quick.
Here's the 0-1. Sharply hit ball, but foul. The 0-2 pitch.
Cruz stays there like a statue waiting for the call. Maybe just a little to outside there, Kevin.
A ball and 2 strikes. That ball took a funny hop, but the play made at first, down to second, slides in safely. Mia Tamez, kudos to her for keeping tabs on how that ball trickled off the turf. Took a little bit of a funny hop.
Yeah, it did. You're right.
Right there, kind of just,
Stuck with it. Good job there by Tamez.
First pitch swinging, fouled off. Here's the 0-1. Ball and a strike. Runner on second, Silguero.
This little DJ right there. Deborah J. Favors. I used to call her DJ as a kid. So with that, she goes down 2-1 right now, or still up 2-1, I'm sorry, in the count. So she's been looking for a hit. Does she have a hit in this game thus far? She's right, so she's looking for her first hit of the game here.
She's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ground ball gets her to turn over to second in time. 4-3 put out and another runner stranded. We head to the 7th. Bishop flirting with game 3. You're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
How you doing? My name is Alan Stewart. I'm a master captain for the United States Merchant Marines. I have a business called Stewart Training Center. What I do is I teach people how to get their captain's license. I'm located in Bayview, Texas, and the number is 956-639-8697.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Top of the 7th, 6-2, Bishop with a lead. 3-4-5, the order due up.
Starts her off with a little yo-yo action there. Right where she left off the last inning.
It's nasty stuff. She gets ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Then she comes right back and hits about that 58, 59, maybe 60-mile-an-hour fastball.
Martinez, 1 for 2, 2 runs scored, an RBI single in the first. Drew a walk and scored a run in the third. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Martinez puts a jolt into this one. This one carrying deep back off the top of the wall. Martinez is going to have a stand-up double. She falls quickly, gets back to second. Andrea Martinez just missed a solo shot.
Let's see how far that is on that replay there, Kevin. Look at this.
Just missed.
I mean, she missed it by a bit. Again, the leader of the team right here, just the junior, that is, for the Badgers, says, let's go. We got this. Let's work together. And there we go.
I call it her intensity. I call it the Verlander syndrome. She goes Justin Verlander. It's intensity.
Yes.
You're fired up. You're ready to go. Garza makes a leaping catch for out number 1. Kiara Cruz comes to the plate. SGA wouldn't mind one more insurance run.
Yeah.
Ashlyn Scott, the courtesy runner with speed. Away for ball 1.
Just misses there right there, too, in the outside corner.
The 2-0. Slice the other way. 2 balls and a strike. Two one. Foul. One out in the inning. Cruz, the batter, drew a walk in the first inning, reached on an error in the third, grounded out in the 5th. Two one misses for ball 3. So I broke out the off because the mosquitoes are paying us a visit, but they were selling mosquito or bug spray for $5 yesterday at the concession stand. It was a hot commodity last night. It was supply and demand. Everyone needed it.
Very similar whenever we had the pandemic start, in the hand sanitizer was like clear gold.
Really?
You know?
Everyone was scratching for a can of off. Fouled back. You know, we've covered plenty of games here at Cabaniss, but as far as a region final, 2017 was the last region final I covered here at Cabaniss. We were talking about pregame. It was in Class 4A, Rio Hondo and Beeville Jones.
Yes.
It was still grass at that time. Base hit, back up the middle. Moreno sending the runner. Close play at the plate. Not in time. RBI single. It's 7-2.
Wow. Well, catcher Cruz puts it in high gear and then sets it into cruise mode to get that ball into center field. And the speed comes around from second, scoring with no play at home right there.
Kira Cruz gets the ribby. Evelyn Valadez to De Los Santos. Throw was offline, but she was still able to get the out. So Cruz out on the force play. Valadez reaches on a fielder's choice. That's her first time on the base paths here tonight. Emily Taylor comes to the plate. She's 1 for 3. So now a time on the field.
there's some like a health issue going on in the stands. So I believe that a friend of mine is a nurse and she's there on hand.
We're going to step aside, take a quick break. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located.
Okay, so we're going to play through it. Ball one. Hopefully one of the fans down here on the first row is okay.
Yeah, and two of my friends are nurses, so they're both there. That's a good thing.
Outside, ball two. Wasn't sure if there was going to be a break in the game, but
you're right.
Taylor's at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Valadez on first. Ball 3.
It's a big take right there, Kevin.
Strike 1. (3-1) favors, doesn't have to move anywhere. Bishop gets one more. Last shot for SGA. They trail 7-2. You're watching Real Sports Live.
San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First